As May 29th, provincial and national elections date looms large, the province of KwaZulu-Natal continues to experience political killings. Hitmen are targeting taxi owners, izinduna, and politicians in what government officials say is related to the tenders and municipal positions. Recommendations at the Moerane Commission of Inquiry, established back in October 2016 to look into political killings, are yet to achieve any real change to the volatile situation in KwaZulu-Natal. Joining us now, take a closer look at this scourge, is IFP KwaZulu-Natal chairperson and premier candidate Thami Ntuli. Remember, good evening and thank you very much for your time and for joining us here on In Focus. What is it about our democratization process that makes it so easily susceptible to political violence?
Well, good evening to yourself, sir, and to the viewers. Thank you for having us as SALGA in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Well, according to the findings of the Moerane Commission, it was in fact discovered that political parties have not educated the membership to understand the democratic processes, so that when they want to influence the outcome, they do what will deliver the desirable outcomes. You see, the sector that is most prone to the political killings is local government, because it's quite very easy to become a councillor. And the high rate of unemployment, in fact, others think the way of addressing it in order to get employment is to become a councillor. Will organize a group of people in the community to say, my party is nominating, go and nominate me. When then the number that will have will not suffice one to actually get elected, then they will resort to killing the one who emerged after a democratic process. There are classical examples here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal where two councillors, in fact, it appeared that they were assassinated because of someone who couldn't make it on the nomination process. Hence, there were recommendations by the Moerane commissions which were seeking to actually mitigate on such factors which resulted to the assassination of the councillors.
Yeah. In what form does it, I suppose, manifest? I mean, do the councillors themselves arm themselves? Are they criminal syndicates that have availed themselves to do such killings? Or is it just something that happens randomly where you could hire anyone anywhere to carry out these activities?
I think the last one is what is transpiring, because the provincial commissioner of police in the province of KwaZulu-Natal is on record as saying that the biggest factor which contributes to this kind of killings which are taking place in the province of KwaZulu-Natal is illegal guns which are all over in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. As a result, not only the councillors are prone to the killings in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, traditional leaders recently have appeared to be victims, including Amakhosi and also the Hitmen, izinduna. In January, we had one woman Hitmen who was brutally killed with 4 members of the family who were trying to assist her. And in December, in Utugela, we had another one who was also killed. And even the issue of mass shootings in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, I think recently we were all aware that they started. And even ordinary citizens, you find that there are towns and townships where in each and every week you'll have a number of shootings taking place. Yeah. It seems as if we are not safe. It's easy to access the illegal weapons, and even the industry of those who are assassins seems to be paying them money that is in fact, encouraging this kind of the killings. Yeah. And the unfortunate part is that as much as we commend the police for the work that they've done, like recently there is Mr. Stolle, who was the secretary of the IFP in KwaZulu-Natal local municipality in Moerane area, who was gunned down and was buried 3 weeks ago. We have learned that a suspect has been arrested and will be appearing in court in Moerane tomorrow. We appreciate that. However, we think it will be much more effective to stop this kind of the killings when even the masterminds are actually brought to book, because we're not seeing much of that actually happening. And our concern is that we're now preparing for the national and provincial government elections, approaching that season with this kind of the political killings. It does not really exonerate the members of the public from fear when they participate in this democratic process, or allowing their members to accept nominations.
Pemba, there are others who are saying, good and well, I mean, you've cited two possible causes. One could be the lack of political education on how to influence political outcomes. Two, it could be the proliferation of illegal firearms. But others are saying maybe there's also something a little bit more deeper there, where it's the political parties themselves that are arming criminals to carry out their intentions of eliminating their opponents. That could be one reason. The other cause, it could be the fact that there is a culture of politicians owning security companies, and this gives them access to unimaginable amounts of firearms.
Well, I think the first, not necessarily.
Apologies, Mpemba. Yeah, we keep losing you there. I think somebody's trying to give you a call. But yeah, you were saying the first one?
Not actually. I'm not quite sure whether I'm back.
You are back. We can hear you.
Okay. In fact, I was saying, not necessarily the political parties, but individuals within the political parties at times are masterminds for various reasons, because at times becoming a councillor is seen as a position of power to influence tenders or other strategic decisions in municipalities. At times, a councillor will be killed because was trying to prevent corruption or to expose corruption. There is a lot. There are so many factors, even according to the Moerane Commission findings. There are such actually reasons. Well, with regard to the issue of those who are owning security companies, I'm not quite aware, because the only causes one is able to make a reflection on them are the ones which are sourced from the Moerane Commission. Unfortunately, for the recent arrest that have been made by the police, we have not, in fact, gathered any information as to what the assassins will actually be actually caused, or those who are the assassinators will say it was a reason for them to commit that kind of the killings. Yeah. But it's a problem which what the Moerane Commission discovered as the causes for this kind of the killings.
Yeah. Let's maybe, before we lose your connection there, look at the possible solutions. What can be done to arrest this spate of political violence?
Well, we think the government need to show some willingness to resolve this by developing a sense of urgency. For an example, you recall that in a time wherein a police station was attacked, the Minister of Police announced a turnaround time of arrest, and indeed they were able to meet that turnaround time. And why is not happening when the public is actually killed, when an ordinary member of a society is killed, or a politician, traditional leader, or any person is killed? I think if there could be something which is will be informed by the turnaround time, which will be quite short for the arrest, indeed that will mitigate the kind of the problem. And number two, we also support that there should be a special court that will expedite the cases on the political killings, because there are so many cases wherein arrests were made. However, you'll find that the cases have not yet been concluded. And also the issue of the collaboration, which we have been calling for as SALCA, between the leaders of the society, such as the traditional leaders, business leaders, and religious leaders, including the society, to work together with government and the police to alert whenever the police, whenever there are illegal weapons which are known, or when there are some who are practicing this kind of killing people in the community who are known.
The Thami Ntuli, chairperson of the IFP in KwaZulu-Natal, also a premier candidate. But let's leave it there for today.